New Year's Eve is coming up, and the Whaley Historic House Museum in Flint will be hosting its New Year's Eve Gala with a Roaring '20s theme. Joining us in studio this morning with all the details, we welcome the Executive Director of Whaley's, Justin Wentenhall, along with Carrie Gaines to the show. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Yes, listen, why is the Whaley House such the perfect setting for a party like this?
For a party like this, I mean, you have a Gilded Age mansion with all the decor straight from the 19th century through the 1920s. This is actually our second year doing this, this theme for New Year's Eve. And honestly, Flint, it's kind of fun for the Flint area to have a black tie kind of gala, a place to dress up, something nice to do on New Year's Eve. So we figured this would be the perfect venue for something like that.
Now, Carrie, were you at the party last year?
I was.
And you're coming back for more,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
What do you like about it so much?
I don't know, it's fun to dress up in party gowns and be in such a beautiful mansion.
Yeah, so many people, of course, know the name, but again, give us a little history here of the home and its significance to Flint.
Yeah, so the home was one of the finest Flint homes in the 19th century. The Whaley family, who lived there between 1885 and 1925, were big in local philanthropy in the Flint area, like the Whaley Children's Foundation. Mr. Whaley is credited with signing a very important loan to Billy Durant. Basically, Mr. Whaley signed a loan that would eventually start General Motors.
Yeah, we've heard of that.
Yeah,
right?
we've heard of that in this area.
And I think we have some pictures from years past, so, kind of set the scene here. What can people expect when they walk through the door? It looks like a cool setting.
Yeah, so when they walk through the door that evening, our formal parlor, our front parlor, will be cleared out and becomes a ballroom. We'll be having a complimentary champagne toast at midnight.
How appropriate.
How very appropriate. Our dining room table will be set into a buffet with some sumptuous hors d'oeuvres. There'll be live music, dancing. A special treat this year is we've done a nod to Mrs. Whaley's Scottish heritage.
Okay, sorry, I'm distracted by the spread. That's a decent spread of food.
That is a very decent spread. We always like to feed people when they come to the house.
We were saying a nod to heritage.
Nod to Mary's Scottish heritage. We'll have a bagpiper
cool.
to play Auld Lang Syne that evening. So it's going to be quite a fun affair.
Well, and it looks like, people really get into character or costume here. Is that part of the fun for you too?
Oh, yes. So during open tours twice a month, then we have first-person interpreters of the family. So I do dress up as Laura Whaley.
Oh, really? And what do you like about doing that and sharing their story?
I just like to share their story from a first-person account. It gives the family a little personal touch from so long ago.
Yeah, and what have you learned through that? I mean, they had a big impact on the Flint we see today.
Oh, they did. I learned a lot about the family. I didn't know they had such a big impact, especially on GM.
Yeah, and the ripple effects happen. You also we got to bring the bobblehead.
Yeah.
Tell us about the bobblehead, man.
Bobblehead Whaley, yeah.
You just bring him for fun?
He's our mascot. There was a cross-stitting group from St. Paul's Church, Episcopal Church, that the Whaley family attended.
They had to make sure he's warm.
Yeah, they were kind enough to make him a little hat and scarf. They were making hats and scarves for the homeless, and they thought they'd also make one for him for letting us have the place. Yeah.
Now there's for sale, or is it just a keepsake?
That's just our keepsake, our little nod to him.
You had to bring him along.
Yeah.
All right, so give us all the details on this party. What do people need to know? Do you have any limits on how many can attend? Tell us all about it.
Yeah, so the house can be packed up to 50 people standing, so that's the amount of people we can have. Tickets are now starting to sell very fast.
Sure.
So be sure and get yours today. You can call our office cell. You can find those details online at our website, www.whaleyhouse.com. I'm sure our audience can see the prices on the flyer.
Yeah, 70 per couple, 40 for an individual. Again, you can look up the Whaley Historic House Museum for all those details. And I'm already sold. Between the bagpiper, you got some good food, you get to dress up and have a little fun. Why not?
Why not? And then one of our board members found kind of an old wives' tale kind of thing, that at midnight for a single folk, you eat a dozen grapes at midnight.
Under a table.
Under a table. So
okay, I've heard the grapes, but not under the table.
Yeah,
part,
so that tradition started last year. So that's where I'll be at the museum that night, under the table at midnight. But
I like the disclaimer for anyone who shows up and is like, what's that guy doing under the table?
Well, because people always ask, can they come to these things alone? I'm like, yeah, you don't need to be a couple to show up to our events.
I love that. I love that.
So this is a 21 and up event. Just mind you, we do have a liquor license for this one. We'll have a full cash bar in our music room.
Sounds great. Again, thanks for sharing the history too about the Whaley House, and don't have too much fun eating those grapes. Be careful. Maybe you need to slice them.
Yeah.
All right, good to see you.
Good. Thanks for having us.
All right, so to come on the